You know, I don't think there's nothing more that sucks than waiting for a trading opportunity. You wait patiently. You don't jump into the markets frivolously. And then guess what happens? The market flies without you. Now today, I took a DAX buying opportunity and it lost. Yes, I had a red day. What do you do? But you know, back in the day, if I was waiting for a buy on gold and then I saw price leave without me, I just jump into the markets. Let me get involved. Let me try and take advantage of an opportunity. FOMO, missed trades, you name it. But I'm proud to say, the man I am today, I didn't do that. But I did lose on DAX. And I want to share that with you on the charts. And I just want to say a big shout out to my boy Alan. Hooked me up, baby. He hooked me up with the OBS. So we're going straight from the screen onto the charts. So yes, guys, trading DAX today was a little bit, I would say, what's the word? All right, put it this way. This morning, we ascertained that the dollar was weak. From this morning, we had Euro USD majorly pushing to the upside. We had Pound USD majorly pushing to the upside. And the idea was this: dollar would remain weak. I mean, we can see prices still trying to make a recovery after this massive impulse to the downside. So that being said, the idea was to look for continuation buys with USD weakness and look for buys on gold. We'll get to gold in a minute. DAX was pretty neutral. Wasn't quite sure what was happening. We did have an overall downtrend in the market. We could see that price was making lower lows and lower highs. And then I just had this idea that I was going to buy. Now, I wouldn't say that the idea to buy gold, buy DAX was incorrect. You can see here we have a structural shift in the market from a lower low to a lower high to a failure to continue lower with a higher low forming in anticipation of a higher high. So that being said, once we had the butt body level and a bullish candle close, I turned my attention to my entry time frame here. And as you can see, granted, we are continuing to respect these structural highs. Price then continues to attempt to go bearish in this instance and then completely fails. We have a structural shift in the market and then we start to develop this short-term trend to the upside. So with that development, I was pretty much happy to take this trade with the idea now that we go from a extended trend to the downside with a failure to continue and then a shift in the market back to the upside. I got into the trade. I ended up losing it. So, I mean, there's no so, it is what it is. I ended up losing the trade. Price again attempted to continue back to the downside, again creating the lower high, failed to make the lower low, and then we had a structural shift and then a huge rally to the upside. This was my first target level here. Then we was going for 26,500 and then final targets of 26,540. Anyway, it lost, whatever, who really cares? This Monday, we've got plenty more opportunities to come. Did I just remove something I didn't want to remove? I did. Okay, fine. So anyway, that's that. So took the loss. Now, whilst we was taking the loss, or I was taking the loss, that was on the live trading session. I missed these sells on gold, unfortunately. Even though my bias for buys was there, I missed the sells on gold. Now, I debated over this for quite some time, and the first sellable opportunity was up here around 9:30, and my plan was to sell this. The only thing is this: when selling this into a traffic area, you don't really get to develop a clear trend to the downside. As you probably can see here, it was so much traffic that we had to overcome. We failed to break, and then the market eventually shifted until we had, I guess, the news. Not a guess, the news. So I didn't sell it from here. What changed slightly when price then came back to these lows and created this lower high sentiment was the fact that we had now created our first lower high in the sequence and our second lower high in the sequence. So in my mind, it was like we go from a developing downtrend to a developed downtrend. But nonetheless, I was in DAX, or I just lost DAX, was talking way too much on the live trading session and missed them. If I took this trade, more than likely would have just taken this back down to the lows here. Let's take a look at this for a 1 to 2. I'm not quite sure that I would have held this for any longer. And if I'm being really honest with you, maybe a 1 to 2 didn't even exist, just about. So anyway, didn't take the trade. Price came back down to these lows. Was looking for a shift in structure here because clearly we're not breaking the lows. So if we break above, then we can start potentially shifting back to the upside. And once we started shifting back to the upside, we had a massive impulse move to the upside, a huge correction back down, and granted, we did retest this level. I did consider the buying opportunities off of this level, but I had just finished a live trading session. I thought to myself, if I buy from here, stop loss here is not going to be the safest. More than likely, we'd need to put it below this low, probably could target these highs. And by the time I made a decision to take this trade, or deliberating whether I was going to take this trade, price already left without me, so I left it. If I did take it, it looks like it would have been a break-even trade anyway, and whoop-de-doo. Anyway, the bias for gold this morning was buying opportunities. I was stalking it. We got some really messy market conditions, and then obviously we had the flush to the downside with the news. We had this bullish build up here with these higher lows, these shifting structures, what have you, but then I think about 15 was the time, okay, about 40 minutes ago, we potentially was shifting back to the bearish sentiment here. We didn't quite get the shift in the structure that we needed for the sales, thank God, which was this. And then, as you can probably see, we had a huge move to the upside, and these are the gold sales that I wanted to buys that I wanted to be a part of, but it did not make sense in this scenario. We do have a high-low formation forming at the top here, but we have a massive impulse move. Our first management levels were sitting around 400. Second targets were at 428, and I think we had a further target here at 440. We just didn't get the trade. Didn't get the trade. So I guess the point is this, guys. Sometimes we're going to get an entry, sometimes we're not. And yes, even though we have our red days, I think we just got to accept it for what it is. It's only Monday. We'll be back tomorrow for another session, and we'll see what's happening here. I'll keep you locked, unloaded, and if you like these series, then I will definitely be doing more. See you on the next one.